electric.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium on Independence Day weekend as Detroit City FC squares up with the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Alongside of John Krieger, my name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us. And John, as we take a look at the Eastern Conference standings, both of these clubs looking to declare their independence in terms of the Eastern Conference Championship chase.
And Detroit City FC looking to do that here at home. They hold all the cards right now. 2 matches in hand, and they've got the home crowd behind them. Tonight, it's all about Tampa trying to hold that final home playoff spot and put some pace between them and the homestanding Le Rouge.
Let's take a look at our players to watch here tonight. First for the home side, Maxi Rodriguez, brought to you by the Finnish Long Drink, a crisp citrus soda of premium spirits. Please enjoy responsibly. Maxi Rodriguez, he enjoyed his appearance at Miami last weekend with the brace.
A couple of goals and 7 on the season so far, but really for him it's all about the fact that he drives City's midfield. He's outstanding as an attacker, but he's even better in terms of controlling the play. City need him to do that again tonight.
And on the other side for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, they are led by Manuel Arteaga. And John, I was told that Tampa Bay may be doing some retooling this year. I looked out at Arteaga. He's got 10 goals. That's pretty on brand for the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
That's what we've come to expect. He's really part of a 3-headed attacking monster, though, and he plays well off of his teammates. Finds his way into spots. The defense is going to have to watch him tonight for City.
No doubt about that. 2 of the premier brands in U.S. soccer will square up here at Keyworth Stadium. When we come back, we'll get to the starting 11s. And of course, we will kick it. Detroit City FC, the Tampa Bay Rowdies. We have it for you. Feel the vibe, everybody. Coming up next.
Do it.
Come on, Dad, get me.
Ooh, nice play. All right, you go. There we go.
So cute. At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work. Oh.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Hi, Dave from DTE here. Ooh, this dirty HVAC filter makes your system work a lot harder, and that costs money. But they're really easy to change. First, just check the edge of your current filter to see what size to buy. Then, just insert the new filter with the arrow facing toward the furnace. It's that easy. Energy bill savings. Get more tips on our website.
There's a beer in the D for me and you. From Royal Oak to Jefferson Avenue. Grab a friend and a jersey too and chant. Chant like you give a damn. Now we're talking Detroit and Strohs is spoken here.
Detroit City FC is presented by Ally. Ally, proud to be the official bank of DCFC. Ally Bank, member FDIC. Fago, proud to be the official pop of DCFC. Brew Detroit, the official craft beer of Detroit City FC. And Fort Pontchartrain, proud to be the official hotel partner of Detroit City. Let's take a look at the starting 11s for Detroit City FC. First up, brought to you by Detroit Medical Center, the official healthcare provider of DCFC. Mr. John Krieger, what do you see out there from Danny Dicchio?
I see Ben Morris leading the line, and he's really come into his own this season under Dicchio's guidance. But then there's Maxi Rodriguez and Lay Jopin behind. They have been outstanding in midfield. They need to be that way again tonight if City are going to get all 3 points at home.
And on the other side for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, brought to you by Fort Pontchartrain, the official hotel partner of DCFC. Robbie Nielsen in his first season as manager for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. But one thing is the same. It's an 11 that's always stocked with veterans.
And you need to look no further than that top line, Perez, Arteaga, and Jennings. They're going to stretch City's back four from touchline to touchline. They're going to have to be on their game tonight to beat that three-headed monster.
Fans still pouring into Keyworth here on this holiday weekend. We are just about ready to roll. Mohammed Hassan is the head referee. Tampa Bay Rowdies in their whites with the black. And Detroit City FC debuting their alternate kits. They got the black kits with the green accents as well. It is a beautiful evening here on a holiday weekend. 80 degrees at the opening kick, and we are underway at Keyworth. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. USL Championship Soccer on CBS Sports Golazo Network. And needless to say, the atmosphere electric, as it always is here in Keyworth.
And you knew it was going to be that way tonight. The fans were lined up outside the gate 90 minutes before kickoff to get in for this one.
Maxi Rodriguez tracks back to touch it away. First 5 minutes of our broadcast brought to you by DMC Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. DMC, proud to be the official healthcare provider for Detroit City FC.
One of the early things we want to watch here, Neil, is the standard of physicality that's allowed. Both managers in their pre-match conference calls with us talked about the fact that they knew this match at some point was going to get chippy. These are two clubs that are fighting for fourth place in the Eastern Conference right now. City trailing Tampa Bay by only just 2 points with 2 matches in hand. It's been a while since City have been in a home playoff spot this late in the season, and Tampa Bay will certainly want to improve on their road record so far this year. So they know it's going to get chippy and physical. How can you play physical and not lose your heads? And early, some coming together there and a little bit of afters.
Boy, Stephen
proving
Carroll.
that point.
Stephen Carroll and Joshua Perez got in the mix early. So off the restart, ball lasered in. Michael Bryant will touch it away. Michael Bryant able to find the back of the net in the match at Miami. That was a very convincing 4-0 City win. Took a little while for the engine to start, but once it did, they were cruising down the highway.
To be fair, though, playing in that heat and humidity, it would take a while for my engine to start. It might never get going.
Michael Bryant heads that one away. Ben Morris will touch it. And a corner kick coming up.
Take a look at the health of today's participating teams. Detroit City FC, no injuries reported. A couple of guys picked up knocks before the match in Miami, but they trained all week. And everybody ready to go for LaRouge.
Corner fizzed in. Stephen Carroll will touch that one away. No Forrest Lasso for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. And as always, injury report brought to you by our osteoporotic rehab partners. Back to you, Rehab. Which kind of makes me sad because I always like to talk Forrest Lasso, probably one of the more interesting backstories that you're going to see in all of USL Championship. His grandfather was an Italian pirate. And that's too good not to share. I know Forrest isn't playing today, but you still have to share that story.
That's a good story. That may be one of the better backstories I've ever heard. You're right.
Player down for the Rowdies. Pacifique Niangabiri is the one down as we check it out. What happened? Replay's brought to you by Fago.
He just kind of got caught up there, and sometimes you hit the turf hard.
Niangabiri, just 24 years old, played 25 matches last year for Valour in the Canadian Premier League.
While they're attending to him, let's talk a little tactics here, Neil, because the 4-3-3 for Tampa Bay today certainly will try to spread the midfield. They will work out wide, but with three up top, they aren't afraid to go through the middle. What they will try to do is spread City as he's getting up. They will try to spread City, create space in midfield, get the ball forward to that attacking three.
And the man you see on your screen right now, Lai Joe, playing at left wing today. So a bit of a change up for Joe. This will be interesting to see because he does not need a lot of space to give one a go.
And him playing at left wing is a little bit, I think, in response to those tactics, knowing that you're going to have some width in today's contest.
Restart coming up for the Rowdies. Two of the premier brands in American soccer on the pitch here this evening. Ball whipped in, and we get a whistle right away. And Arteaga not pleased with that whistle. Muhammad Hassan, very deliberate here in the early going, John.
And that tells me he doesn't want the game to get away from him. He's going to try to keep control of things early, doesn't want things to build. Keep it a football match.
Nate Steinwasser coming off that clean sheet on the road. Plays it up ahead. Mumensa, swing it up. Mumensa will head it back to Steinwasser.
Early going here, we're seeing exactly what Robbie Nielsen said he wanted in our chat with him earlier this week. A very aggressive, pressing style of play, getting up in City's face, not allowing them space on the ball for City's pacey players to try to take advantage.
Villanueva out there on the left wing with it, taking on two defenders. Has it touched away, but a throw coming up for Detroit City.
Really good job by Doherty there for Tampa Bay to shut off any kind of cross.
Reese Williams takes it, sends it out to Morris. Maxey up with him. Rodriguez, and the flag goes up.
That's a nice job by the Rowdies back line to hold their shape and not get caught watching the paint dry a little bit and allow City's attacker to slip in behind.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by SeatGeek, your ticket to great Detroit City FC seats. Manjoma sent it in. Lewis Hilton always solid. That's that one off to the side. Throw going to Detroit City. Lewis Hilton, just over 80 matches played for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Played 66 matches for St. Louis FC back in 2018, 2019. Just a veteran, man, 30 years old. He fits the profile of the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and that's why they're one of the premier brands in American soccer. They've been so consistent. Their roster has been so good, and they win.
You know what, though? They're also able to keep the core while moving pieces around them. You take a look at their squad list going into this season. Of their 25-player roster, 14 newcomers, 11 returners. So you keep the players that keep your culture alive and then bring new players in, and all of a sudden they learn what it is to play Tampa Bay Rowdies soccer.
Michael Bryant shaken up. You saw it on your screen, trying to walk it off. Ball pinged up ahead. Ryan Williams was the target. Jordan Farr will control it. Jordan Farr, the 2022 USL Goalkeeper of the Year during his time with San Antonio. He's creeping up on 100 USL matches played. Northern Guard in great voice here this evening. That ball will track back to Amu Mensah. Steinwasher looking for Reese Williams. Beautiful ball from Carroll. The touch does not connect. Perez. Williams tracks back. Arteaga in space. He's taken off, and that foul will be called. Quick restart by City. Job goes down. That foul will be called on Doherty. And gives me an opportunity to tell you the competition's heating up this summer on CBS. Sacramento Republic FC look to avenge a red-hot Oakland Roots SC side on Sunday, July 21st at 4 p.m. Eastern. And, of course, August 3rd, 4 p.m., Detroit City FC, Rhode Island FC for the very first time here at Keyworth as the USL Summer of Soccer continues on the CBS Network.
How about the start for Rhode Island in their first season in the league? Hanging on in the playoff places, brought in some veteran players, making a real go of it from the start. Going to be a real interesting trip in for the first time to Keyworth when they come in August.
Draws in 10 of their first 17 matches, but that goes to show you, if you just hang in there, get points.
There are no bad points.
No,
and
not once.
Especially in this incredibly deep league now.
And now some extra theatrics.
The unlicensed referees are in full voice already.
And let's see what happened. Brought to you by Fago.
He had the back of his knee landed on, but
he was able to pop up okay to talk to the official.
And then,
but the athletic training staff out right now. So that will slow things down for a minute. And this part of the broadcast brought to you by University of Michigan Flint, offering a flexible world-class education. Find the right program at umflint.edu.
Well, this extended training break gives us a chance to kind of set up those fellas. The Tampa Bay Rowdies coming in under Robbie Nielsen. He comes in his first full season as manager, coming from Scotland, where he was with both Hearts and Dundee United. So he certainly understands what it is to play in an environment such as this. And one of the things he loves about coming to USL Championship, really, he says the clubs have long-term visions, and he likes to be a part of that.
Ball whipped into the 18, cut out pretty easily by Lewis Hilton. So Reese Williams stepped through. Maxi Rodriguez in an offside position, so he just lets it go, and that ball fired out into space by Jordan Farr and connects with Cal Jennings, but tracking back all the way down the pitch. How about that effort by Ryan Williams?
Yeah, that's a heck of a job.
So, John, these two sides exchanging a little bit of jabs to get things rolling.
Yeah, I think we're still in the feeling out process. You know, these two, it should tell you how evenly matched these two sides are. That you really haven't seen one side or the other be able to really press or compact or control play. One change for City. For most of this season, we've seen them really employ that holding mid in front. I'm seeing the holding mid moving further forward so far today.
Maxi Rodriguez directing traffic, goes back to Bryant. And there's a giveaway, Perez. And then it's taken right back by Ryan Williams. Williams up ahead looking for Ben Morris. Morris can't get the right foot on it. Jordan Farr had committed to the spot already. If Morris would have got a piece of it.
That was an all-world tackle for Detroit City by Ryan Williams. To be able to get that ball forward, go in cleanly after giving up the ball, get it back.
Michael Bryan escorts that one over the touchline. And fans, make sure you tune in to ESPN2 for a USL Summer, a soccer showdown between Championship Eastern Conference rivals Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC and Hartford Athletic as they battle to stay in the race for playoff contention. Coming up Saturday, July 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Could be a lot of tension in that match. We're starting to get to the point where if you're outside the playoff places, things get a little ticklish.
And that ball slotted up ahead. Here's an opportunity, and Mensah recovers to deny Arteaga the prime opportunity.
There's that three-headed monster dovetailing well. Arteaga trying to get into space. Devin Mensah on his horse. Never gave up the body position. Does what he usually does for Detroit City. Gets back, makes the play. Take a look at that. Look at that beautiful job by Arteaga to get into space. And Mensah doesn't allow the cutback to Arteaga and just directs it out. They'll gladly concede the corner, but that is heads-up defensive play.
Joshua Perez, who signed with Fiorentina at 18 years old, played one match for them against Inter Milan. Put the corner in play. Spent some time with LAFC and MLS as well. So Steinwasser will restart things. But it just goes to show you the quality of players on the roster for Tampa Bay Rowdies.
And they've been able to pull talent like that for their entire run as a club. That's part of what they've been able to do. It's why they are the club they are.
Well, Nate Steinwasser with some difficulties inside his 18. Then rolls it out to Mensah. Toe pokes it up. Lejeune challenges, nearly took it away. Nyangabirdi played that one ahead. Throw coming up for Detroit City.
Here's the problem for City right now, Neil. Take a look at where Ben Morris is on the pitch. When your striker, the top of your line, has his boots on the defensive side of the center circle, you're in a little bit of trouble. He needs to get further forward. He's played a couple of balls in midfield here. City losing a little bit of the control in midfield. Needs to try to reestablish that. Let Morris try to get on the end of a ball forward instead of playing the ball on the center spot.
That ball driven up towards the right side. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by DTE Energy. DTE recommends installing carbon monoxide detectors in your home and business today. Maxi Rodriguez taken down from behind.
And you can see already that Mohamed Hassan is starting to tote up the fouls. I think you're going to see before too long a couple of players be on the cusp of accumulation yellow cards. He's done a very good job in the first 20 minutes of keeping a hold of things. But but we knew the physicality was coming. Robbie Nielsen talked about it, said we have to play physical right up to the point where we don't lose our heads. So playing the body is going to be a part of today's match, and Danny Dicchio has the same philosophy. Says he wants to make teams trip into Keyworth Stadium as uncomfortable as possible, and part of that is physical play as well.
That throw coming up for the Rowdies. Currently sitting 4th in the Eastern Conference table off a surprising 2-0 loss at Loudoun United. They will host Orange County next Saturday at 7:30. These two teams will square up down in Florida on August 21st at 7:30 at Al Lang Stadium. Probably be low humidity, breezy, upper 60s that day, huh?
No.
No?
Maybe at midnight.
Michael Bryant strong with the possession. Robbie Nielsen made no bones about that in our media availability. He said, yes, we use that to our advantage.
Yep.
And really, why would they not?
And by the way, that bears out in their record. The Achilles heel so far for Tampa this year has been away form. You take a look at their home form. They're outstanding. At home, 5 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws. On the road, 3 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws. The inconsistency on the road is why they're down in 4th instead of challenging for the top in the East.
Maxi Rodriguez comes flying in. Amu Mensah locked up. Manjoma will throw it in. Freddie Kleeman pings it to the right side.
In the last 5 minutes here, Neil, I was talking about early going when we were saying that teams were trading blows, and I said no one had been able to really compact things. That's changed in the last 5 minutes. City trying to break out here, though.
Lijope, left side. Overruns it a bit, recollects it. Lijope tries to step through, and that nearly went out for a corner. Nicely saved by the Rowdies on the backside.
Okay.
Pass slotted ahead, Cal Jennings. Jennings steps on the ball. Ben Morris, can he make a turn? Jope pings it up into space, and the flag will go up. And that was a good call on the line. Maxi was a step or two in front. And fans want to see behind the scenes, video content, long form interviews, highlights, and more. Scan the QR code on your screen right now and subscribe to the Detroit City FC YouTube channel. You know you got your phone out. Go ahead, open up that camera, give it a scan, and you'll get all the Detroit City FC content you need. Maxi Rodriguez gives the thumbs up. Maxi Rodriguez coming off the brace last weekend. And John, really all season long, Danny Dicchio, when we've talked about Maxi, he said that when he came in here, he was going to ask Maxi for more. And Maxi has delivered more this season.
We were talking to him before the Charleston Battery match, and he said that's led to some tough conversations.
Right.
Because he was coming in as a new gaffer, and Maxi was an established fan favorite. And Dicchio took him aside and said, I think you can be better. And is pushing and pushing. And by the way, has had the same type of conversations with Late Jope. That's what he's really trying to do and making this year about, he calls it a transition year, in taking some of these players and helping them grow, because he thinks there's an awful lot of untapped talent within City's existing roster.
Deon Gabiri tosses it in now, trying to work with it along the touchline. That will be off Villanueva. This match has the feel, though, everybody. We're 23 minutes into it. And this is big. A very, very big match. That ball flicked on. Steinwasser comes off the line and makes the grab. But we talked about it in the open. Rowdies 2 points ahead of Detroit City, but DCFC with 2 matches in hand. 3 points for City will be huge for them. And the Rowdies certainly looking for any kind of result here this evening on the road. Ben Morris tried to make his way around, and Maxi Rodriguez nearly touched it away.
More aggressive there by City. This is what needs to happen in midfield. They were a little passive over the last 5 to 7 minutes in midfield. Getting right up again, trying to challenge. This team plays exponentially better when it plays on the front foot.
Reese Williams, Murphy, toe pokes and couldn't get a lot on it. Reese Williams comes up and takes it away. He's up with Maxi Rodriguez. Reese Williams steps to the side. Reese Williams goes down, and the official says play on. I think Hassan got that one right.
You know what? I'll wait for the replay on that. But I think that's probably the right decision.
Stephen Carroll pings that one up ahead for Reese Williams. Can't quite control it. But I'm sure we will take another look and let you be the official at home.
Yeah, that's a good decision. Absolutely. And by the way, that's an excellent job by Freddie Kleeman.
Yes, it
to
was.
Force Williams wide. He absolutely shut off any type of a path toward goal, forced Williams wide. By the time Williams is trying to cut in to make anything of that play, Kleeman is able to use the body cleanly. No penalty. Absolutely correct decision and an excellent play by Kleeman there in defense.
Kleeman, another veteran, signed with the Rowdies back in 2022, was the 11th overall pick by Austin in the 2021 MLS Super Draft. Played his college soccer at Washington. Mohamed Hassan has been on his game here tonight at the referee spot.
He has, and that's another correct decision there on the foul. Been very good in terms of keeping a lid on things, not allowing things to be too chippy. And my personal favorite, not taking a whole lot of conversation. I'm going to make my decision. You're going to live with my decision. Let's play. For me, those are the best referees.
Aaron Guillen will put it back in play. He's another one, over 80 matches played for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Do you notice a theme here?
The ones they kept have that core history.
Yep.
You can bring in and reacclimate the newcomers.
Direct ball sent up ahead. Amu Mensah turns it away.
A little bit of a danger spot here for City, Neil, because they got a couple of long balls. They got a couple of attacks down in the offensive end, but very quickly Tampa Bay again kind of closing that accordion down, compacting things in the attacking third for them. And City are struggling just to try to spread things out a little bit. You can't let Tampa sit there and turn things into a defense versus attack drill for long stretches of time.
Maxi Rodriguez working 1v4.
And if that's the case, if Maxi Rodriguez is still even with part of the center circle and he's working 1v4, that tells you all you need to know about how pinned in Detroit City is at the moment. That's not a recipe for success.
This portion of our broadcast is presented by your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Metro Detroit Chevy dealers, proud to be the premier sponsor of Detroit City FC. Well, John, we near the half-hour mark of this match, as is tradition. I go to you. What's the fight card look like right now?
Well, so far on points, Tampa Bay is ahead on the Leaderman card. You know, just their ability to slowly compact this match over the last 10 minutes. First 15 minutes, things were very even. Tampa has exerted that physical presence, kept things in the attacking third, forced City to really be a counter-attacking club. and that's a heck of a track back on defense. And anytime City has come forward, we've seen track backs like that, and the play by Kleeman over here in the corner on Reese Williams. You have to have some more sustained offense. So advantage in the early rounds, Tampa Bay with a couple of body shots.
When Perez able to get some separation from Bryant. Bryant wanted a whistle, didn't get it. And Murphy comes back to take it. Reese Williams tries to step through. Ben Morris back to Murphy. It's taken away. Crisostomo slots it ahead. This is dangerous. Steinwasser makes the save. Boy, you don't want to see Emmanuel Arteaga with space in the 18, but Steinwasser closed the door.
Boy, oh boy, that was all or nothing. If Nate Steinwasser doesn't get here, that's an easy chip over, and it's 1-0 Tampa Bay. A beautiful ball through, and look at Arteaga coming in behind. City a couple of defenders there for cover, but Steinwasser had to come out and challenge. Otherwise, the cutback had a lane, and Nate got the job done.
Arteaga asking some questions.
And Late Jope over having a chat with Danny Dicchio. And Dicchio was very animated in terms of pointing and gesturing where he wanted that ball to be, where he wanted Jope to be. We talked about the change of Jope moving to the wing tonight. A little bit of an adjustment there on the half-hour mark.
Amumensa. Now up ahead, and the flag will go up again. There's about 7,000 unlicensed referees right now that disagree.
No, it's a good call. Max, he's got to watch that back line. And sometimes when you haven't had a whole lot of attacking opportunities, you get a little eager there.
Michael Bryant to Carroll. And John, the pressure from the Rowdies, that high line pressure has interrupted the point-to-point passing, and really it made Detroit City direct here in the first half, and that's not where they're most comfortable.
No, they've been very route one in the first half, and you're right, they like to play a more free-flowing football. But look at the aggression here, all the way back and chasing on Steinwasser, and he's got to actually use some footwork just to get that ball upfield. This is excellent play by Tampa Bay's midfield and that three-headed monster up top to really disrupt any type of cohesive passing.
Here's Cal Jennings out on the wing, and a corner coming up to the Rowdies.
And you know what, Neil? We joked about going to the card in the early rounds. These are all body shots in a prize fight like this.
And this will be corner number 3 for the Rowdies. Detroit City looking for their first. And Joshua Perez walks over. Played 22 matches for the El Salvador national team. Scored 3 goals in the 2022 World Cup qualifiers.
And City have had some trouble on set pieces this year. Conceded 2 late goals their last time here at Keyworth to lose on set pieces.
Corner sent in. Nate Steinwasser does the job. And gives me a chance to tell you eFootball 2024 is here. Live your dream and rep your team and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download it now.
Look at Perez in midfield. There's a guy who's been all over the left side of the pitch so far, and he has been absolutely an annoyance to any type of passing up the right side for Detroit City.
Murphy to the middle.
See how closed off City is right now, though, Neil? You take a look at this. 2 bodies in midfield guarding against the crossfield ball. An extra body up the left side guarding against the long ball. And that forces you into a touch pass and backward. And that allows the top 3 to come in from behind and pick your pocket. It's a heck of a defensive setup for Tampa right now. And they're just not allowing any type of setup from Detroit City.
You just saw Danny Dicchio on your screen in his first season, was an assistant for Toronto FC, Sacramento Republic as well. As a player, 75 matches for Queens Park Rangers, spent time with Sampdoria as well in Serie A. Later in his career played for Toronto FC and MLS, where he scored the first goal in Toronto FC history. And then later on in the match, got the first red card in Toronto FC history. He achieved the Gordie Howe hat trick of soccer. I asked him about that because I asked him, I said, Danny, you know, what was kind of your recollection of that, and tell us about that a little bit. And he softened a little, and you could tell he enjoyed it. You could tell that he enjoys telling that story.
And then as part of the story, they let him know about the intricacies of the Gordie Howe hat trick. And then he really understood what that kind of distinction meant, of course.
Absolutely.
And there's a Detroit connection, of course, with Mr. Hockey being an icon of the Red Wings franchise. So perhaps it's fitting that a guy with soccer's Gordie Howe hat trick.
And there's a shot that's blocked by James Murphy. And then Murphy will clear it out. That got dangerous real quick.
There have been a lot of those so far, Neil.
That ball will be slotted back to Jordan Farr. And there's another whistle and a stoppage. Crowd getting into it.
Mohammed Hassan is over next to the northern guard. He will for sure hear their opinions across the way.
And there's a ball up for Reese Williams. That's headed away. And a good job by Jordan Farr getting off the line.
You know, it's the little things, Neil. That's the second time today that a Tampa player has stopped the ball from going out for a corner. Either Farr going down to collect it, or a couple being shepherded out for a throw instead of conceding the set piece.
Jennings cross cut out by Carroll, but another corner coming up for Tampa Bay Rowdies. Jordan Farr has not been tested here tonight in terms of shot stopping, but he has been sharp. That guy's always sharp, Stephen Carroll. The longest current tenured captain in all of Detroit professional sports. Think about that for a second.
And he handles
in a market with all 4 major sports. That tells you a little bit about what he's meant to this club and these supporters. Lewis Hilton wings the corner in, but in the mixing bowl, the whistle sounds.
You know, if the stats are to be believed, Neil, Tampa Bay have only had 41% of the possession tonight. So it is saying something that their 41% of possession looks more efficient than Detroit City's 60% of possession. Where it counts are in the grit stats. Winning duels, Tampa's winning. Aerial duels, Tampa Bay are winning. Interceptions, Tampa Bay are winning. Corners, 3 for Tampa Bay, none for Detroit City FC. Oh, Nate Stanwasher almost in trouble. My word.
And the foul will be called. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Strategic Staffing Solutions, people-powered, customer-centered, community champions. And John, this is something we've seen too much of here tonight. Nate Steinwasser under duress with the ball at his feet.
And it's Manuel Arteaga just being absolutely in Nate Steinwasser's face every time he's got to handle a ball.
Boy, how about that crane kick from Aaron Guillen?
And that is absolutely a foul. Went in low.
Boy, Mr. Miyagi would have loved that crane kick by Guillen. But yeah, as we get the whistle on the other side. And this will be a dangerous setup for the Rowdies. And this is not a well you want to continue to go to.
Stephen Carroll is arguing the case here, but you cannot go in from behind and throw your legs in like that. The referee's going to call that every time. Every time.
Lewis Hilton standing over. Joshua Perez in the vicinity as well. In the meantime, Jordan Farr on the other side is all the way up at the midfield line. This is interesting.
Part of that may be if it goes off the wall and Karam's out, he might come up and try to send it back into the mixing bowl if he thinks he can get there cleanly.
Hilton runs up, gives it a go. Steinwasser out, able to knock it down and contain it.
Gets up and over the wall, dips down. That's tough for Steinwasser. Does well to get down, get the body behind it, and make the save. Might have gone wide, but you never want to take that chance.
Steinwasser up ahead looking for Maxi Rodriguez. Guillen first on the scene. And that ball will be peppered back out towards Steinwasser.
So here's the silver lining if you're a Detroit City fan after 40 minutes. You have been second best in this game. It is still 0-0. And so there's plenty of time for improvement and to figure out adjustments that you need to make.
And I believe we will get the first booking of the evening, and we will, and that will be on James Murphy.
Oh, and Jope
Jope will get a yellow as well.
He got one for dissent. Can't do that.
And John, we talked about that in the open. Keeping a calm head. And Jope will go in the books as well. And that was a quick trigger there by the official, Mohammed Hassan.
So they're saying the first yellow is because he's cutting off the attacking opportunity, somewhat tactically. So Murphy gets the yellow, and we believe Jope got one too. Yep, there it is.
James Murphy, a veteran as well, over 100 USL Championship matches played. Ball sent into the box. Jope pings it out, looking for Morris. That will go over towards the northern guard. Momenta couldn't clear it out. That ball slotted all the way across. Manjoma gets on the other side of it. Manjoma sends one in. Stepping up, right foot shot. That was blocked out front by Stephen Carroll. And that ball goes out for a goal kick. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Ally, proud to be the official bank of Detroit City FC. Learn more at ally.com. Ally Bank, member FDIC.
Detroit City just get beaten off the ball right now. The Tampa Bay Rowdies have come in and have been physically superior in the last 20 minutes of this contest. Two minutes to go before you go to the halftime dressing rooms. This team talk is going to be very important for Danny Dichio. You're going to have to make some adjustments. Figure out a way to open things up in midfield again.
That ball up ahead for Ben Morris. Can Morris get on the end of it? He does. Morris trying to turn. Was unable to. Boy, he was clamped Freddie Kleeman did the job.
If there'd been another teammate up there with him, I think he might have had the opportunity, with the way the jostling was going down, to perhaps leave his feet and make the referee make a decision. But working 1v4, you're not going to get a whole lot of the benefit of the doubt, and that's where Morris was.
Ball slotted out to the right wing. Cross in, Arteaga. The top of the 18. Leaves it out to the right side. Stephen Carroll plays it out. That shot is a laser beam over top of the crossbar. Boy, how did Arteaga get that much on it?
Well, that's what he does. In the build-up to that, it's all about Arteaga having the vision to put himself in a good shooting position. And this is why he is so special. The build-up for this, Carroll, when that ball first goes into the mixing bowl, Arteaga isn't even in a shooting position. But he sees it carry him back out, sprints, gets the plant foot down before the ball gets there, and just whips it back in.
That was a special effort.
Such good field vision by Arteaga for the Rowdies.
And I'll remind you what we said earlier in the broadcast. Signed deals as a youth with Parma and Palermo. 37 matches played with 15 goals for Phoenix Rising before coming over to the Rowdies.
I think he knows how to win in this league.
If that would have went in, that would have been on every highlight reel in American sports.
I think it would have been fitting for the name of the channel we're on this evening.
Right.
It would have been a golazo.
And we are in stoppage time. 3 minutes of stoppage time, brought to you by Brew Detroit, the official craft beer of Detroit City FC. Cal Jennings couldn't catch up to it.
You know what? Lost in all of this and continuing the evidence that Mohamed Hassan has had a good game today. There's not a whole lot of referees that'll pop up 3 minutes at the end of an opening half when there hasn't been a sub and there hasn't been a goal. But Hassan did that. We had the long injury break. There is something to be said for maintaining the game correctly, and he's done that very well tonight.
Maxi Rodriguez goes down, and Guillen will be hit with that whistle. Here's a spot where the Rowdies have to be careful. Detroit City FC with the restart. Boy, how crushing would it be for Tampa
to have that half and concede? And you got the opportunity here. That's still the silver lining for Detroit City FC fans. They're still 0-0. All to play for in the second half. They've survived the first half.
Ryan Williams sends it up. Michael Bryant got in the mix, but Jordan Farr able to make the grab.
That's just a calm, cool, collected take. Look out if that gets over the top.
Great effort on the other side by Reese Williams. Came all the way back, and now he'll sprint all the way back down again. Ball was targeted for Morris. Jope into the corner. Jope had it touched away. Jordan Doherty will drive it.
The Rowdies do not seem content going to the locker room here, Neil.
Here comes Perez. Two defenders over for City. Manjoma will throw this one in. We're in the dying moments here of the first half. Guillen.
Going to be very interesting to see what City does at halftime as the whistle goes. I would not be surprised to see some subs made after the break. Something's got to find. They've got to find something for the second 45 minutes. Right now, the Rowdies the better side through half of this match. We're still scoreless at the break.
And now there will be a booking after the first half had concluded. We'll get you caught up with that when we come back. And there you see, I believe it's Arteaga that will be guilty of the booking. So after the first half finished, the drama still thick here at Keyword. 45 minutes down, 45 more to go. 0-0 the score. Halftime brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. This is USL Championship Soccer.
Back to you, it's in the name. It's about giving back to the patient, getting them back on track. It's patient-centric care. We're all about educating ourselves, staying up with the latest evidence-based practices, educating the community, educating our patients, so we can spread the word about what we do.
I'm just excited to share our unique set of skills with the players and to raise awareness of what osteopathic physical therapy can have on the people and the community of Metro Detroit.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for around $319 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Let's do it.
Come on, Dad, get me.
Oh, nice play. All right, you go. There you go. So cute.
At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work.
Welcome back to halftime, brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. 0-0 the score between two of the premier soccer franchises in all of American soccer. Our fans, let's take a look. A USL veteran who came to LaRouche in the offseason has contributed in a big way early on. Let's get to know more about Matt Sheldon.
Forward inside the box is Sheldon. Sheldon gets there before the keeper. Header and goal! Matt Sheldon would not give that one up. He's played on the tap in. It is a goal for FC Tulsa. And it's Matt Sheldon who continued his run from right back. There's a good header away back in from Jadar. The ball is Sheldon with a shot. Sheldon with a goal.
Hi, I'm Matt Sheldon. I'm number 13 for Detroit City FC, and I'm from Portland, Oregon. The first time I played here, I was with Charleston Battery, and I just remember being miserable on the field. The atmosphere that the fans were bringing, it just was so hostile that it was just an exciting place to play, but it was tough. All the guys here seem just really good people, really easy to get along with, easy to talk to. Even though some guys have been around and been on the same team together for 5 years now, there's no cliques or there's no barriers to entry to come in. They're immediately opening up to you, letting you ride in cars with them, talk to them, joke around with them. So I've had a great experience now, and trainings have been high intensity, good level. I think that Danny, again, like I said, has been super clear with his messaging. I really like the training sessions going forward already that we've done, and I'm just excited for more, to be honest. We got word that we were going to come to Detroit about, within a week later, we were already in Detroit looking for houses. After knowing Trevor and knowing DCFC and the whole organization here, and I knew some players as well on this team beforehand. So I just over everything, I was just so excited. I was pretty much full gung-ho, get me to DCFC. I've been around the league a few years now, and I just had a good feeling about it. And I think Detroit's identity, both as a team and as a city, I feel like I really mesh well with that. Just hard work, grit, guys that just don't give up. I feel like that's a lot of my character points as well. So I think it's been so far a really good fit. I hope it continues to be a good fit.
New flavors, the same traditions. Be the guest of honor. Add more flavor to your parties. El Jimador, spiked bebidas.
Distance! Oh, what a goal! How about that?
Torres into the near post, into the middle, and back of the net. Phoenix has an early one.
Fred! El Paso lead on the road!
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
They're hungry for the women's game. They want to see women's soccer. They want to play women's soccer, and that's what we're building at the USL.
You can see it in my eyes.
At DMC's Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan, we help you get back in the water, in the paint, on your bike, or just on your feet. Our team of therapists brings skill, experience, and advanced technology to your personal recovery plan. For any challenge, great or small, at over 20 locations. Ask your doctor for a prescription. You'll get right in, and we'll get right to work. Healthcare is better together at DMC's Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan.
Welcome back to halftime, brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. 0-0 for the first 45 minutes of action. Detroit City FC, the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Now let's get you caught up with what's going on in and around USL Championship here this evening, and then on into the West Coast action as well. Only one other game in action right now, the Riverhounds and Monterey Bay, about 4 hours or so from here in Pittsburgh. They are level 0-0 through the half as well. And some good, interesting West Coast matchups coming up later on tonight.
Well, there's a lot of Detroit City fans who head home from this one and flip on Golazo to take a look at Memphis. That's the opponent next week here at Keyworth.
And speaking of Detroit City FC, their upcoming schedule, business picking up a bit for them. Memphis will be in town next weekend. They'll be at North Carolina FC, and then old Sacramento Republic coming into town.
You know, you take a look at that 5-match stretch. You need at least 9 or 10 points out of that 5. Memphis kind of a free hit. Sacramento kind of a free hit. But you need the points against North Carolina, Hartford, and Rhode Island. If you're going to push for that home playoff game for the first time in club history in the USL, got to get points in matches like those.
And lots of national television action for Detroit City FC as well. And that's really going on all around USL. as we see the USL Summer of Soccer, CBS Sports Network, ESPN2, Golazo Network, all of it, John, the very best that USL Championship has to offer.
You know what, and that's what's great about this league. So many great clubs, so many great fan bases, and it continues to grow as a league. No more evidence than the fact that you have Rhode Island in there as well, and Detroit City FC, the country waking up to realize something special going on here in the Motor City. A lot of times on national TV for Le Rouge.
Absolutely. CBS National, Saturday, August 3rd here. Get your tickets now. There will not be any left, I guarantee you, on that day. What's going on in the USL Open Cup? Well, you know, the usual. USL Championship, a very good showing.
Death taxes in the Sacramento Republic making a deep run into the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. But there's a lot of USL Championship quality play. Indy 11 in the quarterfinals. New Mexico there as well. Really shows you that the gap is narrowing between MLS and USL Championship in the oldest cup competition in the United States.
Absolutely. The gap is narrowing on this match as well. Only 45 minutes left. And when we come back, we will have it for you. Those fans waiting to erupt. Will they get the opportunity? We will see. 0-0 halftime, brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here.
Let's do it.
Come on, Dad, get me.
Oh, nice play. All right, go. There you go.
So cute. At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work. SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans. SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for around $319 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Detroit City FC is presented by Ally. Ally, proud to be the official bank of DCFC. Ally Bank, member FDIC. Faygo, the official pop of Detroit City. Brew Detroit, the official craft beer of Detroit City FC. And Fort Pontchartrain, proud to be the official hotel partner of DCFC. Welcome back to Keyworth Stadium, getting ready to roll for the second half. Let's take a look at the highlights from the first half of action. And the Tampa Bay Rowdies, John, they were the aggressor.
They were full most of the first half, and in the 24th minute, it really started to shift as Tampa Bay kind of compacted things and really put the pressure on Detroit City FC. There's a redirected ball in on goal, and 5 minutes later, here come Detroit City FC again with the giveaway, and Tampa Bay Rowdies and Arteaga getting in on Steinwasser again, and he had to come and try and make the play, and he does, to keep the cutback from perhaps making this a 1-0 game. Steinwasser quickly off his line. Then in the 36th minute, more from Tampa Bay, keeping the aggression on. And here's a ball that caroms off of Stephen Carroll, and wait for it. Arteaga is going to be in the right place at the right time near halftime. Here's a ball that gets cut across, caroms back out. Arteaga on the volley and just over top the bar. It's that kind of aggression and pressure that the Rowdies have put on Detroit City for the entire first half. City have to figure something out here after halftime.
And we are ready to go for the second half. Everything on the line. A huge 3 points, certainly for both sides. The whistle sounds, and away we go. Neil Rule, John Krieger. here at historic Keyworth Stadium. Detroit City FC and the Tampa Bay Rowdies. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is your ticket to great Detroit City FC seats.
Neil, the halftime stats, all Tampa Bay Rowdies. 6 shots on goal to none for Detroit City FC. 2 shots on target to none for Detroit City FC. A couple of shots that were blocked. Tampa Bay have all the corners tonight. Detroit City has not had a corner this evening. The only place where, and in fact, Tampa Bay lead in bookings as well in terms of having fewer of them, 2-1. Fouls, 11 by the Rowdies and 7 by Detroit City FC, but a decidedly Tampa Bay first half here at Keyworth.
But in the grand scheme of things, that does not matter. As that ball goes over the touchline and a goal kick coming up.
And the reason it doesn't matter is we're still 0-0.
That is the case exactly.
You get a goal. Goals change games. City can find a way to open things up here after halftime. That entire first half and the fact that the Rowdies were the aggressors will be meaningless. You take the points any way you can get them.
Murphy up ahead to Job. Couldn't control it. Lewis Hilton does. Now some space to work with on the left side for the Rowdies. Manjoma, ball in, and it's touched just wide of the left post. Boy, a prime chance for Cal Jennings. And fortunately for Steinwasser and Detroit City, couldn't find its mark.
Coming up on 60 appearances for the Rowdies, and that's why. Jennings teams well with Arteaga, and let's take a look at this. Chipped right in, and Amu Mensah right there, Johnny on the spot, not allowing it to be turned on frame.
Michael Bryant won that battle of wills to get that goal kick. Why, those defenders, it's a thankless job. People only notice you when you make a mistake. When you do what you're supposed to do, people just say, hey, you did what you were supposed to do. It's a tough way to go. There's a giveaway for City. Amu Mensah pings that one out. Chrysostomo was in a dangerous spot. And now into the 18 one more time. Steinwasser able to turn that one away. Left foot blast. Will go over top of the wall by Joshua Perez.
Neil, here's how confident Tampa Bay are right now. They have one center back. Their other 2 defenders have come up into attack.
Replays brought to you by Fago.
Another physical battle won by the Rowdies, and they put that in, and Steinwasser in good body position to make the catch. By the way, we said we would sort out the yellow card just before the break. Confirmation it was a yellow card given to Arteaga right at the stroke of halftime. So he's playing on a yellow. 2 City players are playing on the yellow. They got their yellows at the same moment. James Murphy for a foul and Abdullah Jope for dissent in the 41st minute. So that's where we are with discipline.
Neon Gabiri tried to send a cross in. And yet another corner coming up for the Rowdies. And so the discussion still going on. And here we go, corner serve towards the back post, and it's headed just over top of the crossbar. Ball sent back in. Morris all the way back inside the 18. Oh, and it is getting real physical. And Freddie Kleeman has been like an NHL enforcer out there. And Kleeman did the deal and just walks on his own out towards the midfield line. And let's take one more look at that, John.
He got out of there very quickly. Let's take a look at this. The corner comes in, headed out of play, and then Kleeman comes in and clears out the City player, and Devin Amomensa took umbrage. Kleeman with a crunching challenge. And he's going to get a yellow card for it.
Yes, he is.
And that, I was going to say, if he didn't get a yellow card, that would have been a tough question to ask. So now the booking's 2 apiece. And City the other way.
Nearly able to strike out of nowhere. Elijah, we talked about it.
Lai has no fear of going from distance. He will have a go.
When he gets off the bus, getting to the stadium, he's in range.
Yeah, he will shoot from the, you're right, he will shoot from the bus. And that was not over by much. Rode the wind a little bit. Oh, look at Arteaga. Or rather, Perez just getting up there and testing Steinwasser again. There are going to be no easy back passes to Nate Steinwasser tonight.
Hilton's pass was intercepted. Can Morris make the turn? Ball played up into space, and Villanueva will catch up to it. Villanueva spins back with it. Jope steps through, and now the first corner of the evening coming up for Detroit City FC. And I think, John, inside the stadium right now, I think you're feeling a bit of a momentum shift.
City have had the fact that Jope's shot opened something up. A couple of physical battles after that. Villanueva had the ball check up and run for him. There's a little bit of anticipation building here. First corner of the night for City. Then get something here, the roof will come off this place, and then it's game on.
And I see off in the distance, number 19 for Detroit City FC. You see him on the screen, starting to get loose. Corner sent in. That's over top of everyone.
That's another real feather in the cap right now for Detroit City. There have been previous years where depth has not been strong. That's not the case this year.
And fans, the 2024 Detroit City FC alternate kits, you're seeing them on the screen right now. Guess what? They're on sale, and you can get yours right now. Just take out your phone, scan the QR code on the screen, and you are in there. Those black kits always popular, so get yours before they're gone. I'm already seeing them as I look out around Keyworth Stadium right now.
I did not get a chance to go over the merch tent. I'm a little bit upset.
John Krieger may buy them all, so you better scan that code on the screen right now.
Well, I'm a fan of the green numbers on the back.
Yes.
That's a solid style choice. The green crest, green numbers. The only problem is they're a little bit of a slim fit. I do not wear slim fit clothing.
Michael Bryant, you're getting a good look at that alternate kit. With that Chevy logo on the front. Arteaga able to poke that one up ahead. Boy, now Momentus got to get on the horse and get back. Cal Jennings into the 18. Jennings makes a move a little heavy with the touch. Perez locked up, and Reese Williams just dismisses him.
The difficulty, though, is he dismissed him, and then they had to play the ball backward. So you do all the work of freeing yourself from the man, and it ends up in a back pass to your keeper. You have to move the ball forward. The back passes aren't going to work, especially with the way the Rowdies are pressing the back pass.
Maxi Rodriguez for Villanueva.
That's a nice step in and cut out. City get it back, though.
Jordan Doherty, that was perfect by him. Morris 1v2, Kleeman, Jope, Maxi Rodriguez. And some possession for City.
Look at the aggressive press. What a great two-man press there to get the turnover.
Now Momensa takes it right back. And Jope and Hilton ran
can't
through.
Do that on a yellow.
And Jope's on a
they've
yellow.
got to get out of there.
And Ryan Williams knows that and goes in and gets Jope.
You got to, you know what? You can't do that. You cannot do that on a yellow card.
And now the discussion continues. And James Murphy looking over at the Tampa bench.
And the referee is going over to talk to Leigh Jope, and I guarantee you, Neil, if Leigh Jope were a cat, he has just used 8 of his 9 lives. Can't do it.
Let's see how it all unfolded.
Crunching tackle, he's fouled.
Hilton goes down fairly easily.
Yeah, but you can't get up. Take the foul.
But no, you're absolutely right.
You got the whistle. Take the foul.
And I would wonder if, based on that reaction, Danny Dicchio, when he goes to the bench, which you know is 3-ish minutes away, do you maybe make the move for Jope? We'll see. Playing on the yellow, and he ran with the devil right there.
He did, and frankly, he's lucky to be on the pitch.
And Williams, and credit Ryan Williams, because he was first on the scene
and
that got Jope out of there.
Yep.
And then went back in to talk to Jope again.
And now look at Perez and Arteaga just jawing at Jope. They're gonna try to get in his head. And you got 2 people over there doing some chirping.
Yeah, Jope will be a marked man here for Tampa.
Yep.
As far as the art of verbal combat goes.
And wait a minute. No, he's getting the yellow.
He is getting the second yellow, and Jope will get the red.
Now, City are going to be upset with this because of the delay that it took to issue the red. But you and I have been talking about the fact that he was lucky, and it may have been that our referee was just taking time to think about it.
Let's see how it all went down. Jope playing on a yellow. That initial whistle did go on Lewis Hilton.
Yeah, Jope got the foul, and he couldn't resist the afters. And they can have no argument with that second yellow. You can't do it. What they will be aggrieved by, Neil, is that it took him a while to issue the yellow. Because now it will look to people as though...
And that was the reaction of the City players on the field. They went over to the Tampa bench almost suggesting that... And now Danny Dicchio will get a yellow as well.
Yeah, City need to not lose their head. And now Stephen Carroll's might be getting one. No, they're marking off the free kick. City's got to be careful not to lose their head right now. This has completely upended this match. And it started from City winning a free kick. That's the fun part about this. It started from City getting a foul.
And the City players that were on the pitch were almost suggesting that the Tampa Bay bench
talked
Hassan into giving the second yellow. And the actions would suggest that, because it was an issue right away. Mohamed Hassan talked to Joe and did not issue the second card.
Yeah. And so that's where they're going to be aggrieved. I think if Mohamed Hassan had come out and after the push immediately given Jope the second yellow and sent him off, then you might not have some of the anger that you have.
And Maxi Rodriguez will be called for this foul. And Maxi is getting a chuckle right now.
Well, that's a heck of a few minutes, Neil Rule.
Boy, everything has changed now. Can Detroit City FC hang on for a half hour? And that call will go against Tampa.
And now, City, you're going to talk to the official after every call and start to ask for bookings and things. And you can't do that. You got to go try to get a goal, save a draw.
And remember, Kleeman is playing on a yellow as Morris goes down. Noah Gabiri, as the Northern Guard expresses their disagreement with the unfoldings. Amu Mensah heads that one away. Ben Morris to Maxi Rodriguez. And there is an energy in this place now. City down a man. Villanueva. Ball sent into space. Villanueva on the other end of it. Villanueva, the shot, and the stop is made by Jordan Farr.
Excellent interplay by Villanueva there, and good body positioning by Jordan Farr to not let himself get taken out of position. In the end, made the catch and the save look very easy, but that's the kind of thing that City can do even on the counter and down a man.
Ball into Jennings. It's 2v2, and City wanted the handball, and they will get the call. And folks, remember, Select's the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice.
You know, Neil, when this match is over and Danny Dicchio has a conversation with Leigh Jope about the red card that he got, I think what he'll be most upset about is that neither of the bookings that led to him being sent off were productive. The first was a booking for dissent. The second was a booking for a push after the whistle. If he'd gotten two bookings for physical challenges, that's one thing. But that's not the way it turned out.
And Rodriguez called for that foul. Michael Bryant moves up.
So what's next for City? You're down a man. Tampa Bay have controlled midfield. How do you eke out the last 27 minutes of time? Frankly, you're going to have to use pacey players. You're going to need to bring on at least one player that has some pace, because the way that if you're going to try to nick a goal and win this thing down a man, you are going to have a pacey player win something on a counter. And Leigh Jope was one of those players. He's no longer in the equation. So it's going to be very interesting to see who and what Danny Dicchio chooses to do, or whether he'll be content to try to eke out the draw, take the point, and still keep the 2 matches in hand and just down behind Tampa by 2 in the standings.
That's a longer explanation than what my plan would have been, John. You got to get your Wilson Phillips on and just hold on for one more day.
Well, I'm trying to look at that optimistically if you're a City fan. They've seen their team win down a man before.
Steinwasser sends it down. Perez able to keep that one in play. Can Rodriguez win the race? He will not, but then he will recover. Lays it off to Ben Morris. Morris stops. Morris in, and he goes down. Maxi Rodriguez wanted the call. They didn't get it.
And they shouldn't have.
And here come the Rowdies on the counter. They have some numbers making their way up. Lewis Hilton slots it out. Ball winged in. Bryant tracks back. And a goal kick to Detroit City FC.
Well, we've got a couple of subs coming in for Detroit City FC. Elvis Amo is coming in. He will come in for Reese Williams. Matt Sheldon is coming in. He will come in officially, I believe, for Ben Morris.
And substitutions brought to you by CVY. CVY, wear it, feel it, play it. Luxury performance wear. And John, my guess would be this. You just put Amo up top.
Long ball.
You send it into him, and whatever happens, happens.
That's exact. So.
And Ben Morris has been through the battles here tonight as things have gotten physical all night long. Him and Freddie Kleeman have been mixed up, going to war. Morris has run his race here tonight.
So here's why the sub for Amo makes a lot of sense. You talked about it. He's going to be that lonely guy up top, but he's got the height to win aerial battles, which makes Route 1 even more possible, and good close control. So you brought on positionally like-for-like swaps. One defender, one attacker for one defender and one attacker. But the way Amo can control as a solo man on top allows you to be more stalwart defensively and make up for the loss of Jope, but still give you the opportunity for a guy that can make things happen 1v1.
And we get caught up a lot in the game of soccer about tactics and tracking back. It's Matt Sheldon. We get caught up in the game of soccer a lot about tactics, formations, systems. A lot of the times, John, it's somebody making a play.
Yep.
That's what it is. That's what it boils down to. Someone make a play.
And Elvis Amo is that kind of guy who can make a play in a solo situation.
And there you saw a challenge there from Amo.
You know, and the respect there, by the way, for Elvis is that even up a man, Tampa have moved an extra center back back. They had, for the last 15 minutes, they were so compact in the attacking third, they only had one center back. They've moved an extra defender back because they know that in an aerial battle, Amo can win 1v1. So they're bringing that second man back because they have the man advantage and want to give the respect to the front man up top.
This 5 minutes of the match brought to you by Volvo Construction and Alto Equipment Company, where uptime matters. Kleeman, a little too much mustard on the hot dog that time. Detroit City FC down a man. Elijah scooped up his second yellow in the 59th minute. And fans, remember, the USL Championship is on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Galazzo Network and on ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Pretty much just flip your television on and you'll find USL Championship. That's the way it works.
And what a partnership Golazo and CBS have been for the league as CBS continue to expand their soccer coverage as the game continues to grow.
And the numbers, the ratings from that first USL Championship match on CBS Sports National. So that ball in, Amo the header! It's in the back of the net! Elvis Amo!
I told you we could win a battle up top, Neil.
Players make plays.
There it is. That's why he was brought in. If I'm in the air with you, I'm going to beat you. And see, I beat you. And it's 1-0 City.
The Rowdies are stunned. The Northern Guard is delirious. And goals are brought to you by Salim Dental, the official dentist of Detroit City FC.
What a substitution by Dikio. Headed on. Amo in the air. Headed into the back of the net. That's why he's on the pitch. Down a man. Change shape. That guy's going to get the job done.
Maybe the only player on this pitch tonight that can make that play. And Keyworth is going crazy right now. Chrysostomo pings it up.
Now it is Wilson Phillips, my friend. Hold on. And by the way, not lost in all of that, the assist by Amu Mensah. From nothing to pole position.
Cal Jennings right now having a discussion with Steinwasser. Kleeman against Amo. That ball sent wide into space. City still down a man. Perez, left side. Murphy on him. And that will be a City throw. And the Rowdies now.
Two midfielders coming in for Tampa. Damian Rivera coming in, along with Nick Moon. Replacing Munjoma and Moon, or rather replacing Munjoma and Perez. Interesting that Perez's races run. He's been a thorn in the City backline side all day.
But they're in a situation now they need a goal. And they have some proven goal scorers on their bench. Nick Moon played his college soccer at the University of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I actually called some of his matches in college. He could score goals there. He scored goals at every stop. Played for Lansing United and USL League One. Doherty fizzes it in. Amo sends it back out.
Devin Amo Menson, great header there.
This 5 minutes of action brought to you by Salim Dental, the official dentist of Detroit City Football Club. And Robbie Nielsen up off the bench and having a discussion with the officials. Here comes a throw for the Rowdies. And that ball through, and it's off the post. Off the free kick. Still dangerous for City. That shot, and Steinwasser makes the save.
Coming off the clean sheet last week, Knight Steinwasser in the right place at the right time again. City living right, got help from the post, and then Steinwasser on the second attempt. Unmarked by Doherty to put it off the post.
City has to buckle up and do it again. Another corner. Driven in. And a foul will go against Tampa in the mixing bowl.
We're going to have a lot of stoppage time here, Neil, and I think that's something to think about as we're 15 minutes of normal time left, but I think you're going to have 5 or 6 minutes of extra time. Long time for City to hold on here. Got to keep your head about you. Stay in good shape.
Steinwasser puts the boot to it. Now Momensa tracks back, and he will take no chances. And fans, if you can't watch the match, tune in on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including the USL All Access show Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the new SiriusXM app. The main reason I subscribe to SiriusXM.
Me too. Coverage around Copa America and the Euros have been great.
If you're just joining us, imagine being that close to seeing the greatness that happened here. Detroit City FC down a man, Elvis Amo, as Steinwasser comes off the line to make the grab. Lige Jope got his second yellow card in the 59th minute and was shown the door in a match that, quite frankly, the Tampa Bay Rowdies have dominated all night long. Danny Dicchio starts to move the chess pieces around the board. Elvis Amo comes in, and unilaterally, John, you and I said, put him out there, put one up there for him, maybe he can make a play. And he did exactly that and electrified nearly 7,000 folks here at Keyworth.
Amo came on in the 71st minute. The goal was scored on an aerial play in what, the 73rd?
71st minute.
So there you go. I'm sorry, Amo came on in the 67th minute, and he scores in the 71st.
Here comes Matt Sheldon. Almost calling for it. Villanueva was going to send it into him.
And he was ready and open, too. He had worked himself into space.
And now bodies are everywhere along the turf. And Villanueva will get the foul call against him. Boy, Amo was going to battle against Neon Gabiri.
He is so good physically in the air and winning those battles. Just so strong.
So Charlie Dennis will come into the match. And Chrysostomo will come out. Charlie Dennis, over 80 matches played in USL League One. He played 32 matches for Oakland Roots back in 2022. He's got a goal and an assist this season.
It looks like Connor Rutz may be readying himself for Detroit City FC down here as well, Neil.
And now another challenge here for the Rowdies. That ball sent across, shot was blocked.
Defenders throwing themselves at the ball now.
Cross cut out by Maxi Rodriguez. And Murphy was chopped out of midair. And the whistle sounds. Murphy wants a card, I believe.
And that's exactly the conversation that's happening here.
And We didn't mention it, but Maxi Rodriguez picked up a yellow in the 75th minute. So Murphy's on a yellow, Maxi's on a yellow. Job got his red.
And Danny Dichio's
on a yellow. Freddie Kleeman has a yellow for the Rowdies.
Arteaga has a yellow for the Rowdies.
Arteaga has one as well.
You don't want to take too long down there tying your shoe. That just adds stoppage time. At some point, the referee makes sure the watch is stopped.
So Maxi got a yellow in the books officially for a handball. Nyangabiri steps up against Villanueva. Murphy slots it up ahead here. Sheldon Amos making a run on the other side. 1v2. Boy, Sheldon nearly shook through. Actually did, but before that he was fouled. And now City with an opportunity to whip one into the box. You know, I wonder who the target might be.
You think? Big fella wearing number 19.
So Connor Rutz will come into the match for Detroit City FC, replacing Maxi Rodriguez. DCFC subs brought to you by CVY. CVY, wear it, feel it, play it. Luxury performance wear. Maxi Rodriguez gets a standing ovation from the fans here at Keyworth.
And he should. He's worked hard tonight.
Danny Dichio with an embrace there with Maxi. Michael Bryant's in the mix as well.
3 players surrounding Amo.
Stephen Carroll. Don't forget about Stephen Carroll in these situations. Ball fizzed in. Carroll flicked it wide.
Amo was there, but it was too fast for him.
Now City has to get back. Carroll does. Amo tracks back. Here comes Connor Rutz. Can he win the race? Boy, and a little miscommunication there for the Rowdies.
That should be a throw for City.
And it is. Villanueva might have to inspect the ball before he throws it in.
We got to make sure the stitching is right.
That's right.
Wouldn't want the select soccer ball to be improper.
Making a run is Sheldon. Pass could not catch up to him.
And Amo was trailing in case it came back to him.
Hilton goes direct. Stephen Carroll. Bryant pops it up in the air.
Smart by City to not be aggressive there. Arteaga was in the box.
And that foul will go against Tampa. Boy, and Robbie Nielsen stood up off the bench and just put his hands in the air and started walking to the 4th official. Robbie Nielsen was a manager for the last 3 seasons in the Scottish Premiership. As a player, played for Leicester City and Brentford. Played for the Scottish national team in the 2008 Euro qualifiers. Keyworth will be rocking again tomorrow at 1 p.m., Mr. John Krieger.
They will indeed. Detroit City FC Indy 11 in the finals of the Central Conference of USLW here at Keyworth Stadium. Tickets are available. Visit DebtCityFC.com for tickets. If you can't make it to the match will be broadcast on Detroit City FC's YouTube channel. Sports Information Director Jarrett Maki on the call of that one. The winner will head to the national semifinals.
Here come the Rowdies. Ball sent up towards the top of the D. Villanueva to challenge Hilton. Villanueva pops it up. Boy, and Amo is locked up with Charlie Dennis.
Oh, they're going to call that on Amo, and That's an interesting decision. What a season, by the way, Dave Dwahey and the Detroit City FC women have had. Undefeated. All the way to the Central Conference Finals. Winners of the Great Lakes Division, undefeated. Finally got their bogey team off of them, Midwest United, that has been a thorn in the women's side for a couple of years. And so it's Detroit City FC women and Indy 11 tomorrow.
Ball driven in towards the back post, headed up. Villanueva able to win that ball and win that throw. Excellent work from Villanueva.
This is an excellent display of Detroit City FC trying to kill this match off. Down a man. There have been openings for Tampa Bay, but Detroit City FC have rallied. And the Canadian National gives us a Keyworth salute showing its appreciation behind the stadium wall.
Those conductors know what's going on when they roll by Keyworth.
They follow.
Yep. Steinwasser off his line, makes the grab.
What a job by Stan. Look at Steinwasser just taking the moment, letting people know he's going to punt this long. He has the right to have Tampa clear the area. And here comes the punt just long enough. That's a heck of a win by Amo in the air again. And then he comes and asks the question, forces a rush pass.
And now Connor Rutz steps up and takes it away. He's got Amo. Connor Rutz into the 18. Rutz has it taken away.
But he held it for a few extra seconds.
Amo moves over, and Amo hit with that foul call.
A couple of physical fouls there by Amo the last couple of minutes.
We are in the 88th minute. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. Happy to have you with us. CBS Sports, Golazo Network, wherever you are watching around the world.
Now it becomes, how long will stoppage time be? With the red card and the injuries, I could see as many as 7. I would bet we'll be at about 5.
I will go north of that. I will say 8, maybe more.
City fans will not like that.
Ball comes down and Stephen Carroll closes. And Rivera had an opportunity but took too long. Hilton drives it in. Bryant heads it out. Sheldon running around. Did Sheldon win that throw? He did.
That's a headsy play by Sheldon.
Matt Sheldon, the veteran, over 150 USL matches played. Played nearly 30 for Hartford last season. And that's something, John, that Detroit City FC management did this year. We've always talked about that with Lou City, Tampa. We talked about how great Tampa's been. We always say 100 matches played, 150 matches played. Detroit City FC added to their stockpile of that as well. Ball in, Carroll heads it away. Rutz. Sent up into space. Nyangabiri will throw it in.
Fourth official just got the time. We'll see the board in a moment.
Ball chipped in. Steinwasser comes up. Abu Mensah heads it away. Side volley will be sent into the park.
Oh, Nate Steinwasser came, and if you're going to come like that, you better not miss. And he missed. And he got some help from his friends.
Amu Mensah has been outstanding here tonight.
No more so than right here. Steinwasser came late, and Amu Mensah saved his friend.
Oh, look at that anticipation by Amumensa, too.
Kept the body behind it.
Jordan Doherty was right there, and we were going to 1-1. And we are in stoppage time here at Keyworth.
7 minutes. I said it could be as many as 7. It is 7.
And stoppage time brought to you by Brew Detroit, the official craft beer of Detroit City FC. 7 minutes is still an eternity for DCFC.
Advantage being played. There was a foul.
Ball sent in. Amumensa heads it out.
Good advantage played by the referee. Something was on for Tampa Bay Rowdies. And the referee, Mohammed Hassan, who has had a great match tonight. Played the advantage. Something almost came in, and now we have the set piece.
Can City hold down the fort again? Ball in. Carroll heads it out. Carroll run over, and the whistle will sound.
And that'll lead up 30 seconds. City fans want a card. Just keep your heads about you. It's not about getting a card anymore, because the guy who fouled you isn't on a yellow. Keep your head about you. You got the free kick. That's more important than the yellow at this point.
Steinwasser will just kick this one as far as he can.
Yep.
There's no special tactics to this one.
Nope. We are into ABH clearance time.
Anywhere but here. Ball flicked up ahead. You know the Rowdies are not finished by any means.
There are going to be 1 or 2 more chances here tonight.
Kleeman tracks back.
Watch Jordan Farr. He's going to creep further and further forward if the Rowdies can keep possession here. 5 minutes to go.
Farr does have an assist this season. We always honor keepers that have assists and goals, always.
Steinwasser had one last year.
Yep. Stepping through. Left side, overrun.
The best part of that play, if you're Detroit City, they won the battle physically, but didn't go in with any kind of an aggressive challenge that would have allowed the attacker to leave his feet.
Lewis Hilton sends the corner in. Amo blocks the shot. It's a race.
And Jordan
Farr is in the attacking half of the pitch, and it's lucky he was, because the match would be over right now.
Amo was gone, but Farr's going to stay up there. If they chip him, so be it. But look at this. He's going to be an extra attacker.
So here we go again. Lewis Hilton plays it short. Charlie Dennis, left foot at the top, redirected. How did Steinwasser stop it? And the rebound is put in. And the Rowdies, in stoppage time, able to get the equalizer. Wow. Steinwasser did everything he could do, but Nick Moon comes in, and that was exactly the reason he was brought into the match.
And for the second consecutive match, Detroit City concede from a set piece late. The short corner, directed in, Steinwasser on a redirection. It went off of, I think, Amumensa on the ground. And then Sheldon was there and couldn't close it down. Steinwasser's beaten, and we're 1-1. And the set piece boogeyman bites Detroit City late again. Their last home match on June 26th, they conceded 2 set-piece goals to lose for the first time this year at Keyworth. And they surrender an equalizer here. That said, Neil, if they can hold on for a draw here, what a valiant draw it would be. Down a man for
a half hour.
had the lead first.
And Amo was checked into the boards.
Speaking of Gordie Howe hat tricks from earlier in this match, yikes.
And Amo is still down.
And grabbing the back of the leg, side and back of the leg. You hope it's not a hammy.
That was a flat-out body check into the boards. And now we'll have to restart again.
Was the ball rolling? I don't understand what the restart was for.
Well, City will take it, I'm sure. Down a man.
Sure. Is there one more twist in the tail?
Carroll. Here's Amu Mensah. Carroll sends it over into space. Ball sent in. Bryant tries to flick it. Amo is inside the 18. Can't get a touch on it.
Sheldon has got to track this down. And wisely heads it back to Steinwasser so he can use his hands. Even with the late equalizer, Neil, this is a heck of a point for Detroit City Football Club, down a man.
Oh, and Amo called for the foul there. Well, Mohammed Hassan, the head referee here today, does not have a lot of friends at Keyworth Stadium. And that shot was blocked by Amu Mensah. Hilton drives that one in, and it's headed over top. And my guess is that will just about do it here at Keyworth.
Well,
and the final whistle sounds, and Detroit City FC down a man for the final half hour of this match. Get the lead before a late equalizer by the Rowdies in stoppage time. But all in all, Detroit City FC, as we take a look at our man of the match, brought to you by Volvo Construction and Alta Equipment Company, where uptime matters. Amu Mensah set the goal up, and Amu Mensah is a big reason they're getting a result here tonight.
And until the equalizer came in, he was a big part of the reason they kept that 1-0 lead. No argument at all with the man of the match performance at both ends. Devin Amu Mensah making things happen. Just his normal workmanlike effort that was a big part of this draw.
And speaking of a big part of this draw, that man, Elvis Amo, as well, a big part of this draw. As he came in and made a play, there you see him, he's got a little bit of pain as he talks to Maureen Lilla. Our final score brought to you by DTE Energy, 1-1. And an absolute war here tonight at Keyworth. We'll take a break, come back. This is USL Championship Soccer.
Hi, Dave from DTE here. Ooh, this dirty HVAC filter makes your system work a lot harder, and that costs money. But they're really easy to change. First, just check the edge of your current filter to see what size to buy. Then, just insert the new filter with the arrow facing toward the furnace. It's that easy. Energy bill savings. Get more tips on our website.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for around $319 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium. An absolutely electric match. Detroit City FC down a man for the final 30 minutes. Takes the lead. Only see the Rowdies equalize in the 94th minute. Let's take a look at the highlights from this one here this evening, John. But there were a lot of stakes attached to it. A huge 3 points up for grabs. You knew it was going to be like this all evening long.
I did indeed, and well, that's not the kind of highlight you want to see to begin our highlights. The story really changed in this match on 67 minutes, and in fact on 59 minutes, when Lay Joe picked up his second yellow card of the match and was shown the door. The first was for dissent in the first half, the second for those bit of afters. Then in the 71st minute, here's that shot of the match, Neil.
And the shot of the match brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, of course. Elvis Amo comes into the match in a man-down situation, and he was the biggest man out there on the pitch and got the goal to give Detroit City FC the lead.
And that lead would hang on into and through the 75th minute. Here's the ball in, and this is the save of the match.
And Nate Steinwasser doing the job. The save of the match brought to you by Ally. Wherever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally. Learn more at ally.com as he climbs the ladder and keeps it out of that upper left 90. Boy, Nate Steinwasser, what do you say?
He's one of the best keepers in USL Championship. We've said it for years now. Here is the equalizer for the Tampa Bay Rowdies in the 94th minute. Short set piece taken. Steinwasser makes the first save, but he's down. He can't get back in, a deflection, and then Steinwasser is beaten and the goal put past him, and Tampa Bay Rowdies equalize. They get the 1-1 draw. It's not the 3 points they would have wanted. City's got to be much happier with the point here at Keyworth tonight.
And that is the situation that the full-time stats would dictate to you. The shot advantage, 20-4 for the Rowdies. They had 9 corners to Detroit City FC's 1. So all in all, you throw in the fact you were down a man for a half hour, the final half hour of this match. If they would have offered the draw to you at that point, you would have broke someone's hand, shaken their hand on that deal. So Detroit City FC maintains the 2 matches in hand over to the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
And that's something they can take into a tough stretch of matches. A couple of Western Conference stalwarts coming up on their schedule, including Memphis next week.
Well, that will do it for our coverage here tonight on CBS Sports Galazzo. So from our broadcast partner, John Krieger, and our producer, Brady Kujawa, my name is Neil Rule, reminding you one final time, Detroit City FC won. The Tampa Bay Rowdies won. We'll talk to you next week here at Keyworth. Thanks for watching, everybody. Well, see you later.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.